It ranks among the worst injuries surgeons have ever seen. The vicious dog attack made headlines in Middle Tennessee. The victim was horribly maimed and just lucky to survive. Now, for the first time, she's sharing her amazing story. As News Channel 5's Nick Barris shows us, the victim is now living a quiet, normal life thanks to her strong will and the wonders of modern medicine.
Hello, Rose. How are you?
I'm good.
Good to see
Thank you.
You look great.
You do too.
How many years has it been?
You gonna fuss at me?
No.
10?
10 years?
10 years.
Wow.
See, I can hold my fingers up.
And that is no small task. Just take a good look at Rose Hoke's arms. It's been a decade since she was mauled in her Antioch home by the family's dog.
He jumped up on me and I fell backwards.
Rose instinctively lifted her hands to protect her face, and the 95-pound pit bull then tore into her arms, through the skin and even the bone. With all the blood loss, Rose felt herself fading.
That's when I said, okay, this is what it must feel to die.
But then, as Rose says, by almost divine intervention, the dog suddenly just let her go. In shock, she staggered to her feet with what was left of her forearms.
I gathered them up like this with, the flesh. I just kind of pulled them up and trying to stop the bleeding.
This was about as bad as it gets, short of an amputation.
Dr. Douglas Weichert was among the team of surgeons at Vanderbilt who operated on Rose some 22 times. X-rays show the massive trauma.
Clearly, she had injuries to all of the levels of tissue, from skin, bone, tendon, nerve, and artery.
Microsurgery reattached the limbs, but Dr. Weichert, who here examined Rose for the first time in years, says there were no guarantees the nerves would ever grow back.
Push your thumb out against me, Rose. Push. There you go. That's great.
Yeah.
Now, push this finger out against me. Good. Squeeze my finger. That's awesome.
Rose's recovery a decade after the attack is nothing short of miraculous. Doctors stitched her arms back together, but it was Rose's spirit that made it all work.
She's a remarkable lady in a lot of ways.
Let's go hook up. Come here, let's hook up, we'll come out.
You know what? Even after what happened, Rose still loves dogs.
I just can't see a life without them.
In fact, her Sheltie now is a key part of the recovery, helping to keep Rose active.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Ready? Ready, set? Ready, set? Good boy.
10 years ago, as Rose was being wheeled into surgery with those devastating injuries, she says she couldn't imagine her hands being saved, much less ever playing Frisbee again. But here she is.
You sit there and you're so scared and you're laying there and all you can see is the ceiling and think my life is over. Mm-hmm. But I'm here to tell people, no, it doesn't have to be that. You can have a life after trauma. Come on.
Nick Barris.
Come on.
News Channel 5.
Come on. Yeah.
And Rose Hoke likes to share her story with trauma victims, often meeting with them, showing them her arms, and letting them know there's always hope.